to episode number 42 of the Reseller Stew. Sorry, we had to switch it up a little bit, running a little late because I didn't have a go live button on my side. So we could have sat here and talked for an hour, but you guys wouldn't have seen anything. So Holly's going to be coming in here in just a minute, she said. But how's everybody's week going?
Going good.
I said I was going to stop asking that question. It's just...
Starting better than last week.
Yeah, I gotta get myself to motivate, man. I haven't listed barely anything this month, and I've got all of this stuff, and I gotta get myself in motion.
Yes, me too.
Listing motion.
Listing motion. Yesterday I did shipping, and I procrastinated it, and I totally shouldn't have, because I had some items that were just it wasn't just throwing it in a poly bag. You know, I had a huge family size Ronco oven with all of its accessories that went into a 24 by 18 by 18 box. You know, I had some other things that were in bigger boxes. I had 3 big boxes and then some smaller boxes and then 2 poly bags. So it's I don't know why I procrastinated. I was running to the post office right before they closed and then racing over to FedEx right before they closed. And I should do it in the morning like everybody else.
Yeah, I do mine in the morning.
I should. I just don't. Should. Oh, how are sales this week? Mine are ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Mine are pretty good. They're decent.
Well, I'm going to say for as little as I worked on eBay this last week, I'm going to call it good. I mean, it was kind of, just bread and butter stuff, one major item, but I didn't do a lot of listings, so I can't really complain. I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my little tally book, and I've only listed 11 items this month. I should be ashamed of myself. I shouldn't even be able to call myself a reseller. I just need to quit. I need to quit my channel. We're ending the show right now. I need to go hang my head and hide in the corner in shame. Hey, Holly.
Yay. Hi, Holly.
Hey.
Can we hear Holly? Holly, can you talk? Nope. No hear Holly. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
That's a handy dandy plug thing there that you...
Well, you have to be smart enough to put it in the right plug hole. Not today.
So let's go ahead and get started on our normal topic since we're running late today. Everybody go shopping. We were supposed to be on a freeze. I had my parka on. I had my earmuffs. I was we're freezing. We're not buying anything. And then the next thing I know, everybody's look at me at the store. And so I said, fine. Yeah, I was if y'all ain't got no willpower, then I'm going to the store too. So I went on Friday.
Well, it was an emo week for me, so I just had to go do shop therapy. At least I did something.
Well, I did really good on Wednesday. I didn't go shopping because I was determined I was gonna, but I ended up going Veterans Day. I went and picked up my daughter early, and because Veterans Day we always got out of school because my birthday's on the 12th, and I always got out of school the day before. I always was out the day before my birthday.
Right.
And my whole life, my whole school life, and then they don't get out, so. I went and picked her up early, though. We went and had lunch, and then I was Savers is right across the street, and we went over there, and it was all 50% off, and so. I didn't buy a lot of stuff, though. I bought a bunch of jeans for my husband, for him to work in, because he, destroys jeans. They get paint and concrete and all kinds of junk on them, so.
Well, that's a good place to buy them if that's what they're going to do with
They
them.
were half price. Yeah, so I bought 9 pairs for $44.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
No way. So did you go shopping, Miss Thing that was all advertising her shame on Facebook?
Well, now, I did go on a freeze for one day. I didn't go. What day was it?
hours.
Wednesday?
got enough to develop a small frost.
Right, exactly. So I did go shopping. Saturday morning, I got up and I went garage selling, and I found some good stuff. So with this one sale, I spent $44. Now I tried to get her down to 40, but she wasn't budging. She said 44. So for $5, I got this brand new sealed Mindflex game.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I think these are going from about 70 on FBA.
Yeah.
Sorry, Coco.
I always only I have found them used, but I've never found one sealed.
Yeah. Are you bringing it up, or you want me to talk about my next one?
I was bringing it up because I wanted to see what they were selling for. Oh, they're all over the place on eBay, but that's a perfect time for a sealed game because Christmas is like perfect.
Yes. And so they had a ton of Scentsy stuff. So I picked up this, it's called Piece by Piece, and I believe it's an autism themed Scentsy.
Yep.
And so, and it's new in the box, and I paid $4 for it. And it's going, I saw a new one went on eBay, sold for $55.
Nice.
And then also at the sale, y'all, they had a bunch of those Scentsy buddies. So I got like 4 of them in the box and like 3 that didn't have the box. And I'm super excited. I haven't done a ton of research yet, but I know I'm seeing they're going for some good money.
Girl, you buddied it up. You done going good.
I know. I got a ton of stuff. I was so happy when I left that sale. I had like 2 big black trash bags full of stuff. So
Yeah.
it was a good day.
Those buddies are easy to spot too when you're out like searching. They're used. They do fine.
Yes.
I've sold every single one of them that I have found.
Yeah, I'm excited. I need
Pretty
to get them
quickly.
listed.
They don't sit for very long either.
No, they are definitely desirable. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Go, Tonya.
Yay. Woo, woo.
So what about you, Yvonne? What did you pick up?
Well,
While you were being slightly frigid.
hey, I made it one day too, but yeah, I just made it to slushy, and that's about it. I'm clothing mostly. You know what though? Something interesting happened to me that I'm kind of proud. Okay, so I just learned about St. John clothes, right? And okay, here I go for the millionth and one time. I'm dropping Ronnie Hart's name. Thank you, Ronnie. So let me grab this, y'all. Can we see this?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Wow.
I know my camera sucks. I learned that on my first haul video that I just did. My camera sucks. I'll fix it. Okay, so this has no tag on it, but I knew it was a St. John's. I'm like, this is a St. John. I know this is St. John evening. This is Santana knit. I can tell. Even though it was $15 and it had no tag to where I could prove it, I went ahead and bought it. And last night when I got home, I Googled and I found this dress. It is definitely a St. John dress. So I'm kind of proud of that. That's probably the most interesting thing that happened to me outsourcing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very fancy.
That's some skills, right? That's learning some skills, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. That's all.
What are you going to ask for it?
Well, the last one I saw sold on a different platform. She got $98. So I'll start like at $120 and take anything over $80.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Thank you.
You had your first Poshmark sale too, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I had my first 2 Poshmark sales this week. Oh, my gosh. That is a different animal over there for sure. We call it petting the posh kitty, okay? Because, like, yeah.
That sounds really dirty.
Well,
Like, what are you doing tonight?
Okay, that's what we call it. And those of you that do posh, you understand kind of the joke that what we're saying. Because you have to baby them a little bit. They want little gifts with their purchases, and they want it wrapped up with a bow and a card. And, you know, I'm not used to that with eBay. I mean, I do well with my shipping on eBay, but I'm not the little cutesy. You get a thank you sticker, but not a handwritten card and a free gift. So I didn't do it on the lower price item. I'm like, I don't think so. But on the higher price item I sold, I didn't have anything. So what I did is I stuck in one of those new padded hangers that I had just bought
Oh,
to
that's a good
match
idea.
the coat. Yeah, so she could hang her new jacket up nice and neat. So that's how
Now,
I handled that.
How did you find out about this Poshmark etiquette?
I just read. I read and read on eBay. I mean, on Poshmark, and other sellers will jump on and leave you comments and kind of help you out. And then I went off of Poshmark into Google search and read like reviews and pros and cons. You know, how the scammers might be, if there are scammers, how they might be running their scam there to be aware of, and just all the etiquette and tips.
So if I ever finally have a sale on Poshmark, I need to throw something in for free. And
yeah, but you know why? Because your two items, what do you have? Like a Chanel scarf and like a Coach purse?
I think it's that Prada purse
Yeah,
that I showed you guys months ago.
I keep.
Oh, is
sharing
it real?
with you.
I don't know, but it's on Poshmark.
Jesus.
Oh well, so you probably on the high end item, you might want to throw in a little gift.
Yeah, like a
It's
real
like the
wallet.
Clinique counter.
Here, have a lipstick.
Or nail polish. I don't know. So I'm on the lookout. I'm on the lookout for something under $1, but that's still worthy to kind of like put in with my Poshmark sales.
Yeah, you know, when I first started eBay, I was like, everything got wrapped like really special with ribbon. I would go buy ribbon and I would wrap it in ribbon with a bow, and I had little hang tags that would go on the ribbon, and it would like say thank you, blah blah blah. And yeah, I was very fancy with like my wrapping. So
You were made for Poshmark. That's
well,
your
I mean, when you're only selling like one item a day, you can get really fancy.
right.
You know?
Talk about that on eBay.
But I still do tissue paper, and I still I have specialty stickers that I make on my Dymo. That, like, I have these that I put on my stuff, and then I have another one that I sign, because these are the ones that are for like Amazon or Bonanza or any of the other ones. My other ones say thank you for helping my eBay business or something like that, and I actually sign it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I do that. And I put tissue paper. I've got a glitter tissue paper now.
Ooh, nice.
I'm fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah, I used to put stickers on them and everything, like happy faces and all kinds of dumb crap. I had too much time on my hands. I was just like, balloons were popping out of the boxes. What about you, Holly? Did you go shopping?
I did not vouch to freeze anything, for the record. I source when I can. I did, and actually, I can't find. I'm very poorly prepared today, but I found some expired ink at my Goodwill or at my local St. Vincent, and they were $2.99 a piece, and I picked up 3 of them. So I had about a $9 investment, and then I sold them for $40. They sold first day that they were listed. So that was my nice flip of the week.
What was it?
Sorry. Expired printer ink.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sells.
A lot of times it sells because they can't buy it anymore in the store.
Or it's
you
like
know.
$80 in the store.
Yeah. I don't know why people hold on to these printers like that they've had for 12 years and they don't sell the ink for it anymore, and then they'll go on eBay and buy it for $50, and you're like, why are you doing that? Like,
because they know how to work my printer. They're afraid of a new one.
It's true though. That is true. Yeah. They won't want to change. It's like my dad had the same phone for like, I don't know, 10, 11 years, something like that. Till it got lost out in the field and ran over by a truck.
Yeah, my dad just recently switched over to a smartphone. He still had a flip, like one of those flip phones.
Oh, my dad had a brick, like a regular Nokia. He's really funny with his phone though, because he holds it like this and then he like clicks with his finger. It's like really, I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do to it. Like he's gonna crush it with his Hulk hand or something.
He probably can't see it, because when I hold my phone like this, I can't see it. I gotta hold it I gotta hold it far back to see
But
it.
his little finger motion is just, he's like swiping down. Like, that was, what are you doing? Like,
He's
press
probably
the
playing
button.
Pokemon.
And then he'll hover his finger above it, and he doesn't realize that it'll pick it up. So he'll like hover. He still calls me to Google stuff. I'm like, ask your phone, Dad. Like, you can just say, what is the phone number to
Help
Walmart?
me.
You know? Cracks
I
me
could show
up.
this plush I found last night also. Yeah. So I was digging through. Okay, so every time I go to this Goodwill, they have like those big cardboard boxes of plush. And I go in there every single time. I'm like, I'm not going to buy any more plush. I'm not going to buy any more plush. I'm not going to be dumb. I'm not going to buy any more plush. I have enough plush. I haven't listed all the plush. I don't need any more plush. But of course, they call to me. So I dug through and I found this Jellycat. And I remember Jellycat being a good brand name. And it was $1. And then when I looked it up, the solds are consistently, and it still has a tag on it. The solds are consistently going for $20. So $1 to $20 is a good flip in my little world. So I'm kind of excited to list that guy.
I've never come across a Jellycat before.
Oh yeah, they're great. They sell good. I mean, they're consistent sellers. Some of them are more than others, but I mean, you're safe buying one.
Yeah.
And $1, you can't lose at $1.
Speaking of plushies, hang on, because I was really surprised by this sale that I had over the weekend on Amazon. It was one of those plush that I had. I think I recently sent this in. Hang on, let's share. I would like to share with you. Sharing is caring. It was a Kohl's Boynton pig. One of the Kohl's cares.
Oh, yeah?
He went for $35.
No
way.
Wow,
Used. He was used. No tag. No tag.
Now,
$35.
I have always found that those Kohl's Cares, although they're absolutely adorable, they don't fetch a really big ticket on eBay. So that's why I'm really surprised that one actually got you $30 on Amazon.
Yep, $35
awesome.
Prime. Yes, ma'am. I was really surprised too, because I was doing my sales update this morning, and I went to Amazon to get my 2 little sales that I sold during that time frame, and it popped up. I didn't even know, I hadn't looked at it, because when you're not really selling a lot on Amazon, it's not like you normally used to, where you'd obsess about it and you check it every day, and every 45 minutes you're like, what I sell. So I don't even look at it anymore. I'm just like, oh, look, I have money in there. Oh, yay. So.
Meanwhile, every 32 seconds, I'm like, what I sell.
I used to be like that. I was just like, oh my goodness, refresh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into what we sold this week, since I guess we're talking about sales. We'll start with you, Miss Tonya.
Okay, so I took your advice and I changed some things up I try and go through at night if I think about it and edit maybe about 10 listings before I go to bed and just maybe lower the price or, add free shipping. I'm always changing things up, but the ones that I changed up and dropped the price on, I had it end in a 6 and I had a couple of sales. Yay! Okay, so this is the first one. I did have it up for like $70. I dropped it to, this one might say $36.96. That was a typo on my part, but yeah.
This is $39.
Does it? Okay, maybe the next one does. But yeah, so it ends in 6, and that's how I knew it was one of the ones that I changed up. And it sold like the next day. I was so excited. So that was a good deal. And then the next one, this is that print I showed you guys, I think about a month ago, as one of my items that I picked up. And I think I only paid $1 for it. And it sold for $39.96 too. So I was real happy about that. Can you guys see it? Because I see Yvon.
I see you.
Oh, okay. There it is. Isn't it weird looking? It's kind of different, huh?
Yeah, it's really interesting. What's up with his arm that they didn't paint it?
Where?
Look at his arm
Exactly.
holding the staff.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh, I
here's-
didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
it's like, here's an arm. Well, maybe not. Oh, well, it's already there.
Or an armish.
Oh, that's funny.
It's an armish.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that worked for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to do it all the time.
I hate giving advice, and then it's like, that was stupid advice.
No, I'm so
It's like, she doesn't
excited.
know what she's talking about. Or
It's-
when something
yeah.
works for you really well, and then you tell somebody, hey, do this, and they're just like, no, that sucked. Like, what about you, Yvonne? Do you have any great sales this last week?
Well, just some bread and butter things, and $20, $30 sales. I did sell that Burberry coat for $100. That
Woo!
was my first Burberry, and I'm still working on men's suits, so I'm really tickled at my progress with that. The only other interesting thing is that bulletproof bra that I talked about last week, or 2 weeks ago. Okay, it sold yesterday. So it adds 2 sizes. It takes you from an A to a D.
Oh, okay. It's called bulletproof?
I call it bulletproof.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
pretty though. It's really
It's not
pretty.
officially called a bulletproof wall,
No, I called it add 2 sizes.
but the padding would stop a bullet.
It would stop a bullet. I sold a mug out of the blue. I had just about decided I was never going to buy a mug or sell a mug again. And I sold a mug for like, I don't know, $10 plus $6 shipping. So I FOMO'd it.
What kind of mug was it?
It was a Disney Cinderella Princess Make-A-Wish little mug.
Oh, okay.
One time this is what happened. About 6 months ago or 8 months ago, I found a mug that was from England. It was an Emma Bridgestone or Bridgewater. Anyways, it was very high end, and I sold it for $50. Well, once you do that with a mug, you're ruined.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want this. Anyways, I'm not gonna. So I'll keep selling mugs. It's interesting. Somebody's gonna be happy, right?
And you pick them up for next to nothing. So.
Right. So I'll quit being snobby about my mugs.
Don't be a mug snob.
I know.
All right, my Goodwill charges like $1.99, $2.99 a mug, and I'm like, you have 300 of them. Would you just price them 49 cents and move on?
Yeah.
Because they just end up at the outlet. They end up at the outlet where they sell 8 of them for $1.99. Yeah, and broken.
Or they get smashed on the way to the outlet.
Yeah. I'm like, just one time I went in there and they had them on the shelves, and they're on 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, and they're double stacked from front to back. And I'm like, how is anybody supposed to be able to see any of these without breaking 40 of them?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they're just sitting on top of each other. Like, price them more competitively. They're like the, I don't. And then some of them sell Plush for so much money, and it's like, you have thousands of them. What are you doing?
I know,
Let
right?
me buy it for a quarter and move on with my day.
Right. I sent you in Facebook Messenger a picture of my exciting find.
You did?
My sale. I did. If you could see it. Did it come through?
No,
Okay.
sure didn't. I got
What
nothing
was
from
it,
Holly.
Holly?
Hold on. I'm out in the trailer, so I'm away from the house. So, all right. Let's see. These ornaments.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
Okay. I only sold them for $16, but they were dumpster dumpster dived. Whatever. They were free.
They were dumpster find.
Divin,
Yeah.
divered.
Yeah, maybe it's not, I think that's right. Anyway, so I turned free into $16. So I'm excited about that.
How many of them did you find?
Of that particular style, there were 4, and I sold all 4 plus shipping, and it ended up being like $25 with shipping.
Cool.
Now, where did you dumpster dive at, Holly?
That
I'm in Texas.
I know, but it's a national chain. No, those ones came from Five Below, actually.
Oh, I know people that dive Five Below, like, they don't do nothing else. They just hit up Five Below.
Really?
They They put a lot of stuff out. They
also have a
discontinue it
lot
until
of boxes.
they have wonderful boxes.
If you ever need boxes, like I passed by there one day and they had a little, like a mountain. It went up like 15 feet.
What a
You just have
great
to watch.
excuse if you get busted, right?
That is
my
excuse if I get busted.
I'm looking for boxes.
Right? A lot of them have a V cut.
You just
that's
start,
like
Holly
their
just
standard.
starts crying and goes, I have 4 children and I'm looking for a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I haven't dumpster dove in a while, but it is the season. I don't dumpster dive when it's warm because then you get dumpster stew that smells awful. So it's about that time of year where I think I'm going to start snooping around in dumpsters again. I was just thinking the other day, like I need to get a new claw hand thing.
Right.
I can't find my old one.
There is a lady, and she's on YouTube. What's her name, Deb? Do you know her name?
eBay,
eBay Mama.
Mommy the
Mom the
eBay.
eBayer.
She's so awesome. I love to watch her videos. She finds the coolest things in the trash.
She goes residential dumpsters. That scares me.
Yeah.
I don't want to like have someone roll out with a shotgun and be like, "Get away from my trash!"
Wait a minute. There's a whole new thing coming to Austin, and I am interested in knowing what the regulations are going to be about this. Okay, so we have a recycling program, right? So we have streamlined recycling. So we just have one big bin and you just dump it all in there. Then last year, they added compost recycling. So then you put all your compostable stuff in there. Oh, it smells wonderful during the summer. And then now,
which is like all year round in Austin, huh?
I got a postcard in the mail last week saying that they will be doing household recycling, clothing, shoes, and household goods. And we will be getting a bin, and you will put that out next to your recycling with clothing, shoes, and household items in it.
So what you do is you go out the night before.
And drive around the neighborhood.
Exactly. And shop.
And it's not mixed in with any trash. It's just in its own bin. So then you dump it in your trunk and drive on, or what? I want to know what the regulations are about binning the recycling stuff.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be kind of like the same as like shopping the pile at the Goodwill?
Yeah. I don't know. Do they let you shop the dumpster at the thrift stores?
No, the dumpster that's trash is one thing, but like the donation bins, that's considered theft because they've already been donated.
Yeah, that's property of Goodwill. They have a big old sign out in front of ours that says like, "You are on video," and we will. I lived across the street from that location. It was a Salvation Army and a Goodwill right next to each other, and I would watch all night long people drive up and just take things and drive away. They didn't even care. They were on camera.
Yeah, but I'm sure the city of Austin is going to be making money off of selling those goods.
So
it's absolutely.
I wonder what they're gonna do with it. Like, I want to know what kind of program they're like. What are they doing?
Or something.
Well, what about like those bins for veterans that you just go and randomly dump your stuff in? Like they just take
on the street.
Wares.
This is on the street, off of your property.
I don't know. I think it might be considered theft because
I think it is.
I would be willing to bet
it's going to get stolen.
Yeah, they'll have issues.
Not by me, because I don't even drive around to garage sales. I'm not going to drive around looking at trash.
But I bet that they're going to consider it property of the city once it's put up on the corner, and they're going to sell it. I guarantee you they're going to sell it.
Probably, yeah. But it's going to get stolen.
Yeah, but
it's just like bulk pickup day.
It's going to get stolen. Like we put out our recycle bin the night before, right? So if it comes on Wednesday, we put it out Tuesday night before we go to bed. And I bet a lot of people probably do that. Like, same as you do with your trash and stuff. You put it out the night before. So yeah, it's just going to be sitting out there free for the taking.
Yep. Somebody's going to have a new career in recycling pickup. Because I see them on bulk pickup. When they do bulk pickup, the trailers come through the neighborhood nonstop.
Curb surfing.
Yeah, what do they call them? The
Scrappers.
I almost said scavengers. The scrappers.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Essentially, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, what did we miss? Did we miss somebody on their sale? other than me.
Did Vaughn do a sale?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do mine. Wait. I sold something in my little store. No, I sold something that I had in my shed since 2014. And I took it out and I brought it inside and I sold it in an hour. So
Nice.
this is what I had. I know. That's nice. Let me get it up here. It was one of those cold therapy units. I sold it for $55 on best offer. I paid $6.99 for it back in 2014. And it was just sitting in my shed. So it was a quick sale.
How much did it cost to ship?
Actually not a lot because it went to Arkansas.
Nice.
Yeah, so it cost like $10. They paid for it. I don't care. But yeah, it wasn't very much because it went to Arkansas. So yeah, it was pretty good. Because I went out there to find what was I out there for? I was out there looking for something and I was like, what's in this blue box? And I'm like, why is this out here?
So you just randomly brought it in and then you sold it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then the next thing that I sold, I guess that was it. I didn't have any other spectacular sales, I think. That was the only thing I was going to talk about. Other than that little Boynton guy. That was pretty good. I thought I had something else up.
Is he from a movie or something? The Boynton?
No, he's from the Boynton, like books. And then, and then I always pick up those coffee cups too. They were asking in the chat about the coffee cups. And I always pick up those coffee cups as well. Oh, this is one thing I was going to say. This is my item that's finally gone. Oh my gosh. I've had this Mary Kay bag for 3 years. And it has been priced all over the place. And it finally sold. It was on sale for like $17. It finally sold.
Yay.
It's a nice consultant bag too. It has all the little pockety things and everything in there. And I really thought it was going to sell right away. And I've had it for 3 years.
Wow.
But it's
The
gone.
struggle
now.
is real.
But it's gone now. You know, the sad thing about having things for that long is like sometimes once you finally sell them and you get to looking at them, you're like, this is in crappy condition now. You know, you're like, it was in great condition when I bought it, but now it's like messed up because it's been moved around 45 different times over the last 3 years. I had to like clean that bag off. It had like dust on it and stuff, which I don't know how because it was inside of a bin. But okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our topic of the week because I really want to know what you guys use. But I thought it would be fun to talk about like what is essential to your business, like what makes your life easier to have. You know, it's not something that you have to have if you're starting out. It's not like a requirement of selling, but it makes your life so much easier. So I guess we can start with Holly. Holly, what do you have that you like? It's not like required, but what makes your life so much easier?
This is a barcode scanner. So when I list on Amazon, I don't have to manually type in all the barcodes. Right? I had one like that. And then another reseller I knew went out of the biz and he had picked this up at the bins. So he gave it to me for $5. It's a multi-directional. Nice. So it has like 55,000 little lines. And all I have to do is just like get close to it and it bings and it goes off. And the kids like to help me too. So they like to be able to scan the stuff. So that's going to be my non-essential lifesaver right there.
Yeah.
Yes. Barcode scanners are not essential, but they are awesome if you are entering stuff. And I've gotten so lazy with the barcode scanner that if I have to key something in, it's like a huge hassle. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to key this in. It'll take me 3/4 of a second to put these numbers in. You know, I will spend more time looking for my scanner than it would have taken me just to type it in.
I'm gonna go with one more. It's these cheapy clothes measuring tape thingies. These are in my life too because I could just toss it around my neck while I'm working, and then I have it there all the time. I can measure my boxes. Like, I know some people use like a hard, rigid tape measure, but I like the little flexy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think it's important to have extra tape measures because it's something that you lose all the time. And you can't find it. I made the mistake of buying tape measures from China, and they do not measure an inch accurately.
Sometimes they don't. It's weird.
So if you bought any from China, make sure you measure it against a measuring tape that you own before you start using it to measure your stuff. Because half of the ones that I got, the yellow ones, the red ones measure right. The yellow ones were like off by a lot. And I got really angry at a seller of heat shrink because I was like, these bags look really small. And then I measured them and they were really small. And then I was really mad. And then later I found out that my tape measure sucks and my perception is off. You know? So they were the right size. I just thought they were going to be bigger. And my measuring tape was sucky. So it was just a bad day for them. But
you know what? Before Holly moves on, I just now noticed she's like in her trailer. Okay, that's kind of an interesting item she has for business.
yes.
It's kind of really hot freaking mess at the moment. Like, I am showing you all my shame today.
Girl, I sit in my shame every day.
Maybe I need to sit in my shame more often so I could be guilted into listing. But this is all my to be listed stuff, all this here. And then up here, I keep like, if I have a series of books, I'll start to put the books up here so that I can acquire an entire set to sell.
That's a good idea.
Goes up there. Yeah, it's a hot mess. It's really quite a hot mess.
Ronnie said that his item. Ronnie said his item that is non-essential but is good for his business is his wife.
How is she non-essential? That isn't essential.
What about you, Miss Tonya? What do you have that makes your life easier as a reseller?
Well, pretty much everything that Holly said, and then also these little plastic razors, because sometimes with my fingernails, yeah. But I use this all the time. I mean, I have to have it, and I'm constantly de-stickering stuff, so I gotta have that.
Do you use Scotty peelers, or do you just use the razor blade?
Yes, Scotty peelers. The edges get that. I've had them. The edges get all dull really soon.
Yeah.
The razor blades are way better and way cheaper than Scotty peelers.
Probably.
Scotty peelers
Scotty
are way
peeler
cheaper.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
I have some over here. I don't like them. I messed up the edges like the first day I had them.
Yeah, I'm an idiot, and I'd slice my finger off with a razor blade. So.
No, these
gloves
are
on.
plastic. They're plastic.
Oh.
They're plastic razor blades. And they're like six.
Razor blades until Deb told me.
Yeah, they're awesome. And if you buy them from AJ Plastics on eBay, they're made in the USA. He molds them. Like, he has the mold machine. They're made in the USA, and they're like, I think it's $7.95 now for 100.
AJ's Plastics?
Free shipping. Yeah.
All right.
That's why I always buy.
I'll try it and I'll review it.
Yeah,
I
try
have
it.
given away these every time I've given away like a package. Like when I've put together packages to give away, I've given away plastic razor blades.
Yeah.
So, is that it? Anything else? What else you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I can't really think of anything else right off the bat.
Okay. Well, keep thinking. Go, Yvon.
Okay.
What about you, Yvon? What do you got?
Okay, so I'm mostly clothing, right? So I set out a few items. Hold on just 1 second.
I thought of something else.
Okay. So an assortment of hangers, the different colored padded hangers, in case I choose to take a picture of something on a hanger. I want it to not be on just one of those plastic ones. I want it to be on something nice. Again, I'm clothing. 2 clothing shavers. Oh my gosh, you can fit
mean,
on
yeah.
I have a nice hanger to hang clothes on.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
that is adorable. I would buy that. I would use that for certain things. That's fun. Anyways, clothing shavers, you need these. They can save a sweater that you think is beyond repair.
Is that
I
the
have
Flash
two.
Kitty?
An assortment of, I'm like Holly. This is me when I'm working. It's around my neck. Another one, sometimes I lay these, I have lots of these. Sometimes I'll lay them on the garment for measurements in a photo. This I love. Look at this. This I use for shoes. You can put it in the shoe to measure the whole like insole.
Oh, I've never seen
You know-
anything like
Oh, I
that.
need one of those. Wait,
Yeah,
whoa,
me
whoa,
too.
whoa. What is that called?
Wait a minute. Am I doing this right? This is where I suck at this part. The camera. Okay. I got it in a sewing section.
But what is it called?
I don't know. It's just a
shoe worm.
flexible.
It's
just
a like
flexible measuring thing.
okay, flexible measuring tape because I need one of those like now today.
It was like, I think it was a Joann's or Hancock fabric. But see, I put it inside a shoe. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay, a couple other things. Little tiny scissors so you can like fix pulls and things. I have a crochet hook and little tiny scissors. So sometimes you can fix pulls on things and still sell it. White gloves, several pair, because when they get dirty, they get tossed. These are really cheap. So
What are you doing with those?
if I have to hold an item like a shoe or whatever, a hard good, I don't want my hand in the picture. I use gloves, especially like the hold open purses. It makes it look professional.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Like you care about the item. It's a little
You're
baby.
so smart. I've never in my
Right?
lifetime
Love
thought
this.
about something like that.
Yvonne, you are so prepared.
Well, clothing. And so I make these little cards too. Since I've started selling men's suit jackets and stuff. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay. So I make these and I put I take a picture of the elbows and I put, look, clean elbows, clean collar, whatever. Okay, one more thing. Oh my gosh, from the dollar store. This is better than a lint brush, okay? It's the tape thing. It's better and faster, and you can get them for $1 at the Dollar Tree. This is the lifesaver.
Yeah, I use that too.
And then one more thing, because I'm still not done talking about them. My new backdrops, and oh my gosh, can you guys see this? Wait a minute. And my new light kit. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Get a light kit. $40. Get a light kit. That's all.
Wow, that was some great tips there.
In the chat, Christine said that it's called an Alvin True Flex. That little thing.
Oh, for the shoes?
Yeah.
I don't
She
know,
could be
I got
wrong. I mean, she could just have made that up and said, "Oh, it's a Bill Whatchama measure," and be writing it down.
I got it at the fabric store. It was like, I don't know, under $10.
Yeah, I need to get one of those. I do because I measure
me
the
too.
insoles of my shoes. And it's a pain.
Oh, for
Ah,
your hard goods? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
I thought you were going to make it a headband there for a minute. I was going to say that's just really rocking.
Multifunction?
Reseller princess.
Oh, it's so pretty.
All right, that's all for me, y'all.
okay, so I
Oh, I
have
just made a sale.
what is plastic razor blades. Obviously, I've been talking about those things for years. They are lifesavers on getting things off. My heat gun I use all the time to get stickers off and to heat shrink stuff, and I've even heated up plastic wrap just to make it a little more like where it's stuck. I only paid $8 for that at Harbor Freight.
Nice.
But you can get one on Amazon for $19 that has a protective tip on the thing, because this thing gets hot and I've stuck it to my neck before.
Oh.
And it doesn't feel good because it's 550 degrees and I looked like I had a heat hickey. It was bad. I bought these things because of Tonya. They're the little shoe insert dealies, and they make your pictures look so much better when your shoe's all floppy and falling down.
Where did you get
These
that?
are really good. They're only on eBay. They're $10.95. I've had the link on the Stew a couple times on the Stew Facebook group. And then if you don't okay, I have used stickers for my business, for my labels constantly. You can get free ones from FedEx to use for your FedEx shipping. You can get free ones from UPS to use for your UPS shipping. The post office does not give you free ones, and if you can't afford a Dymo or to buy labels, they have these bags that you can use for priority mail shipping. It says it right there, priority mail. That you just put your label in and stick it on the box. So you don't have to tape your labels. Because I could never in my life go back to taping labels. Like, I would die a slow death. If I had to, I couldn't imagine taping 12 labels to a box, like cutting it and taping them on.
I do it.
I do it too.
Stop it! I will buy you labels. Like, you're my friends, and you don't need to suffer that way. So I will buy you labels for Christmas. Like, oh my gosh.
But like, I think that I'd be frustrated folding it right so I can get it in a little pocket and then get it in the pocket all night. I'm not talking about this pocket. I'm talking about like labels that you print on. I was just saying, like, if you can't afford to buy labels, put it in this pocket. But no, like, just print on some labels that you just peel off like this. And you just go, hey, look, printy, and then you sticky on something. Some of those.
I will, because I can't, oh my gosh, I would not. Shipping would be such a pain if I had to, like, take that stuff on.
Will you help me alter my printing stats so that I print? Because, like, that's why I don't want to change. I'm like, oh my God, it took me forever to get my thing right. So it printed out, not too big, not too small. Like, I don't want to start over.
Right.
It's not complicated. I can help you do that. And then for me, since I part out things a lot, what makes my life easier is my drill. Because it's just faster than me, like, trying to screw something in and out. And I use my goof off a lot. It helps me. It's my friend. You can see it's like almost empty. Me and Folex, we're buddies. I bought a whole big old bottle on Amazon for $20 Prime.
Wow.
So I won't need to buy Folex for a while.
Forever.
Yeah. And then get some extra tape. Like, get some extra tape dispensers, because I know when I'm shipping, I'm constantly losing my tape gun. So I have like 4 tape guns. And in the process of shipping, like, I can lose like 3 tape guns. Like, I don't know where they go. It's just like I'm looking around and like I just had it in my hand and then it's just gone.
Yeah, I got that problem too.
Yeah, so I have 4 tape guns, and I use them every time. But yeah, those are like some simple things that kind of help me just, it's better. I don't stress out. I don't, but yeah, about the labels, you guys got to get some labels. So, hey, hang on, Holly, you have a Dymo. Why are you taping on labels?
Because I don't know how to work it.
Oh my goodness, I'll tell you how.
I have a Dymo too sitting down there for a year.
I have, I just use it to print the FBA labels. That's all I really know how to do with it. And then I also made some of my own suffocation warnings for my poly bags off of it. But
yeah, but you can use you have what, a 450?
I have the dual. I have the
turbo.
Dual. Yeah.
You have so you have the So you can use the 99019 labels, which I have some of because I don't use them anymore because I have an XL. But you can use the 99019 labels and print long, like they're 2" by 7" labels for eBay, for shipping labels on that dual that you have.
You may have just changed my life today, Deb.
Because I had a 450 for a long time before I got the Jessica Murphy sent me the 4XL. She was really sweet. She's like, I can't get it to work, and she sent it to me. So,
yeah,
but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything different than my 450 did, because I still can't print like UPS and FedEx labels on it because of the way that eBay has them set up. Which doesn't matter because you get free ones.
Right. We have a bunch of Office Depots going out of business here, and everything was 50% off. So I figured, should I buy a single at $100 at full price or a double at $100 half price? So I bought the double thinking I'm sure I could find some other use for it.
I never did use my other side of my dual. Because it would, for some reason, wouldn't set up properly, and I'd always print on the wrong labels. I gave up.
I have
after
one
a
for
while.
the thin FBA labels and one for those thick ones I just showed you.
Yeah. I looked at the chat. Wow.
And a good scale. A good scale is absolutely essential.
Yeah.
Oh,
true.
yes. Buy a good scale. But I wanted the ones with the detachable face thing.
Yes.
Come here, scale.
Yes, with the external reader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are only $30.
That's the exact one I have. You'll be sorry if you don't get it with the external. Somewhere down the line, you'll wish you had the external reader.
Yeah,
you
you'll be diving under a box trying to read some letters or numbers.
Right? I need to get one of
can't
those.
see.
Oh.
All right. I forgot to tell y'all what I bought. I didn't tell you. I talked about it this morning. But this was my find from the other day that it's a reloading scale. And I looked it up this morning and they sell for like anywhere from $50 to $80. And I only paid $2.99 for it. It's this little scale thingy.
What do you use? How do you use it? What is
It's
it
like
for?
it's a powder scale. If I wanted to get into the drug business,
I was just thinking, go to measuring cocaine.
I can sell ounces into grains. It has a conversion on there, ounce to grain conversion.
You know, if that reselling thing doesn't work out, there's always like crystal meth.
You know.
And Holly's got the trailer. You're all ready to go.
We're Breaking
totally-
Bad. Hold on.
Breaking Bad. That's so funny.
Yeah. So does anybody have anything exciting going on this week before we close out the show? Any shows, any videos, any events, anything you got going on? Or anything you want to talk about?
I'll go. Okay, I did my first video by myself of a clothing haul. Okay, it wasn't great, but I went ahead and put it up there, so it still has some good information in it. I need to work on microphone setup and like camera because I guess I moved around too much. I don't know, get a better camera. But it's up on my channel, so
Yeah, when you do haul videos, you gotta like slow down. Because for some reason the camera, like I learned that too, because I have a tendency of being like, look at what I got, and then it goes away.
So just
you
move
know,
slower.
Yeah, if you just hold it and talk about it instead of like, you know, like I haven't watched it yet, but I know I gave Tonya the same advice.
Yeah.
Because the cameras don't pick up because they're trying to focus and they're trying to do things, and if you move too fast, they're like, all you get is a blur.
That's kind of what happened, but there's some good segments in there, so I'll try again sometime later this week.
Everything's a learning process, and if anybody's interested in making YouTube videos, don't feel like you have to have some super incredible setup and you've got to have this amazing thing. Just make them. If you have information to give, and I know Yvon has good information to, stored up in her brain that is just like pumps out every week that I've never heard of before, and Tonya does the same thing. It's like, just do the video, because otherwise everybody
in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you get to over analyzing everything, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna make the video. You're just gonna.
That's so true.
Yeah. So just do it, and you get.
It doesn't have to be frilly as long as you have good information.
Yeah, and you get better with time. If I go back and look at some of my videos from 3 years ago, it's like, the heck was I doing?
Yeah, that's kind of what I told myself. I'm like, okay, I've seen all these people from the beginning. I'm like, I'm okay.
Right.
They'll
Yeah,
they'll
you
get
can
it.
go. Yeah, you can go back and watch my videos. It's like, okay, well, that was weird, and then you but you get better with time, and you could, make changes and make improvements, and it'll be fine. But you're never gonna know what to improve on if you don't ever actually do it.
Yes.
It's like people that are starting out reselling. They don't ever actually get to the reselling part. They're so busy just reading and reading and reading and watching and reading and watching that they don't actually ever even do anything. You know?
You're right. I have some new videos on my channel also. We officially announced our pregnancy on our YouTube channel, so we are expecting,
Yay!
There's a baby coming!
There's a lot of baby. There's a lot of baby coming. So we have some new videos up on my channel too. They are quick and dirty, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't have time for frilly at the moment, so.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's why I've been sick. Very, very sick.
I've been surprised at how much you have been getting done. Seriously.
Yeah.
I need you every morning on recording to be like, Holly, I am proud of all the things you've done today, because I feel like a slacker.
And I'm going to whisper it for you.
Well, that scared me.
That was frightening.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm scared.
Well, I actually have to go get my daughter, so I have to dip out on you guys.
See you later, Holly.
Bye.
Bye, Holly. Have a good day.
I'll show you Holly Jr. again. Bye.
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 All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I got anything going on because every time I say I'm going to do something, I never turn around and do it. So I'm just not going to say anything, and people will just be surprised. But I only have 2 sales going out today that are like really small. They're going to take me like 5 minutes to ship, and then I really need to list some things. So if anybody wants to come over and like yell at me like Jillian Michaels or something, it's like, what are you expecting to do if you don't list it? You know, like yelling at me, that'd be great. And then
I need it too. I need it.
Yeah. I need like a reseller personal trainer, you know, to just come and
That's a good idea.
Yell at me and make me do things.
Tonya's too soft on us. I think
Right.
she's the first to crack anyways.
I'm gonna have to step it up.
Turn that hat backwards.
Right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and round out the day, but I'll go ahead and put the links to everybody's channels and Facebook groups and whatever else interest that they wanted me to put down there in the descriptions. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave your comments below. Go ahead and join the Reseller Stew Facebook page so you can get our notifications of the show or go talk to anybody or ask your questions over there. And other than that, I guess everybody have a really great week. Thank you for joining us this afternoon and listening to us talk and laugh at each other, because that's what we do. So, but see you guys later. Everybody have a really great week.
Bye.